Good morning everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's Jan here, and this is a bit of an impromptu part 3 for these little dresses that I've been making. It should have been 2 parts, the bodice on one day and the skirt on the other day, yesterday, but unfortunately my battery died, so it kind of cut me off mid-sentence. So today I'm just going to finish off with a little short video on how to do the other type. These are the kind of shabby chic ones, which are similar to what's on this card here that I made. So I showed you how to make these yesterday. This, just to remind you, is the 2 little types of bodice. The one with the kind of bra top, like that one, and this one where I've stuck the flaps up, similar to this one. And the one I'm going to make today is this one, and I'm going to show you a quicker and easier, I suppose, and you know, pretty, just as pretty but plainer type of skirt if you just find it difficult or don't want that kind of style for a card or something that you're making. So today I'm using the 4-inch square bodice, and so I have used the larger template, which I have tried to post a photo of in the comments section, and I just can't work out how to do it. I don't think YouTube, you know, is set up to do that, so I'm sorry for that. But yeah, so hold on, let me just put these 2 down here again just to sort of remind you. Okay, so this is the original sizes, and that's the size we're going to be using today. And this is the one that I made for the smaller one of these, and these are the sizes and measurements that you want for that. I hope you can take it from this, because I just can't say any other way of doing it, adding it to the comments, and it is just way too difficult to explain. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on with this one. So we're using the larger template today, and this is really quick and simple. What you're going to need for this is your various collection of papers, and I have used different patterns, kind of sort of colour coordinating, and I've also used a doily that I've cut up. So I'll tell you about that in a moment. Okay, so these are the bits of papers and all that I've used. Got a little embellishment here. Let's move those out of the way. These are the fluted circles that I've used in order to, and I can't turn that one over, the fluted circles that I've used in order to cut these layers for the skirt. And you can use you don't have to have fluted, you can use plain, or you can use those, I don't know if you've ever seen them, but those little scissors that have got different patterns in the blades, and you can just use them to cut them out. So the first size circle is the bottom one, and you're going to need half of each of these circles plus a doily. So this one here, this is the largest one for the bottom layer for this skirt, and this is 4 1/4, looks like 4 1/4 inches in diameter. Okay, that's that one. The next size you're going to need is this one, and this is 3 1/2 inches in diameter. And for the smallest one, you're going to use this one, and this is 2 1/2 inches in diameter. Okay, so these are the 3 sizes. So whether you're using plain circle, or you're using these fluted dies, or you're just going to draw around something like a plate or a cup or a saucer or something, that's the sizes you need. Okay, and as I say, you need to cut them in half. So today's is very quick. I'm not going to cover this one in a background print because it's not going to need it. It's going to be covered completely. And once you've cut out your once you've made your bodice, we're going to put that aside for a bit because we don't need that. I've got some little beads as a trim, but what you do need is a doily, and I'll take off all my little bits of tape and keep reusing those. So this is not quite in half, it's slightly shallower than in half. Yeah, so it's going to fit here like this underneath. No, I think actually I'm going to start with the patterned paper. Now when you put this down on here, you'll be able to see that actually you can see these, you know, it doesn't quite cover the sides. Otherwise it becomes, if you do cover the sides, it becomes too long. Becomes about, goodness me, about ½ an inch or more too long. So you can just move it up, make sure you get it level, and then when we've stuck it down, you're just going to trim off these bits here, and you just end up with a pretty little fluted skirt. Okay, so this is the largest one, and basically I'm just going to stick them down. So I'm going to, yeah, apply some glue. As I say, I think this is going to be a very, I'm hoping this is going to be a very quick video. I do hope that you're following along with these and you're finding it easy to follow. So thank you so much to those of you who have liked the videos that I've put out and subscribed. It really does help me, and a lot of work goes into these, as I'm sure you know. And to, you know, it needs to, I like to get them seen by YouTube so that it helps to bolster, you know, what I'm doing, and get them out to more people. It works on algorithms, and, you know, I'm really no good at that sort of stuff, so I don't understand it, but apparently the more you're recognised, the more they bump your video up for people, you know, to see. So I'm just going to stick this one down now. Please excuse my dogs. This is the following morning. Kids are going to school, and unfortunately they are a little bit kind of reactive, my dogs. I've tried to get them to quieten down, but they don't have it. So anyway, also I hope the lighting is okay. I've got every light in the room on because it's a completely dull and dreary day here. So I'm just going to line this up, just cover it a little bit like that. Okay, so that comes to there. My next level is going to be this one, and I'm just going to place that so that I can see the lace, but I can't see the middle bit. Okay, it's all going to overhang the sides, but we're going to turn it over and trim it up when it's all put together and sort of, you know, pretty much dried and that. So this one here is going to go on here, so it just covers the lace, the doily. Okay, then I have the next piece of this doily, the same doily. So it's, again, it's not quite in half, it's just shallower than in half, and in that way I can get enough pieces out for the whole dress. So I'm just going to do exactly the same piece here. All of the items that I make, and that's not just including these ones, these are mainly demo ones, but all of the items I make, I tend to make quite a few of these things. I either put together in packs, or I put them as part of a mixed pack, or I will sell them individually. So please just message me, or hopefully pop over onto my selling page or onto my group page and let me know. Yeah, and I'll send you any details or anything, and prices or offers and things like that I'm doing. Right, okay, so I'm not going to go overboard with embellishments on this, because the idea of this boho chic, which I'm absolutely into at the moment, is that it's made up of pattern and texture more than sort of, you know, you do have some accessories, but they are accessories. They're not kind of, you know, part of the design. So there we go. I'm just overlapping that a bit as well, like that. So as you can see, it's simplicity itself. And the top one, that's the last piece of the same doily that I managed to get out of it. Can't remember the size of the doily, I'm afraid. It's about 6 inches, I think. It's just one that I had in my stash, just a 6-inch doily. You can always cut sort of some patterned paper or whatever you want to do, and I'm just going to overlap that so that it comes up to the point at the top, like that. Okay, so it really is as simple as that. So I'm going to turn it over, trim it up, cut these endy bits off. Let's lift it because it's stuck to the work surface. Clean that up later. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of trim it up, leave it overhanging the edge just a little bit. These are my non-stick scissors by Tim Holtz. They are brilliant because things really don't stick to them. So I'm just going to trim this up, making it just slightly wider than the actual dress itself, but you can see it's much narrower style than the other ones. And I'm going to trim these bottom pieces off. You don't have to, you can actually just colour them. So pop your scissors under there so that you get it so that nothing shows. Pop your scissors under there so that nothing shows, and trim those bits off, but indiscriminately, doesn't make any difference. And then I'm going to pop the bodice on the top like that. So you can see it's all about pattern and texture for boho. So I'm going to pop that on the top there, actually stick it down, pop some glue in here and round the back. So you can open it up, you know, until you've finished. You leave it sort of open and loose. And I pop that on the top like that and stick it down. And then I'm just going to use some sort of minimal embellishments in that I'm going to put a bow on the neckline. See if I can get this to work today and make it behave itself. It's all gunked up, yuck. Just want to let go. Right, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the top here, and I'm going to pop a little, whoops, let's move that out of the way, and pop a little bow on here. She says, can't pick it up today. The weather's dreadful here at the moment. It's we've really stepped into autumn now, and you know, it's all wet and rainy and horrible, normal weather for us. Minty and Milo, be quiet. Sorry about that, my dogs, got 2 of them. Well, I've got 3 actually. One of them's a little Chihuahua called TJ, and he is a little teacup Chihuahua, although he's getting on a bit now. He's very cute, but he's also very feisty. So just putting a little bit of 3-in-1 glue or Fabri-Tac, just a little bit thicker, you know, so that it holds things a bit better. And I'm going to put a bead trim on here. Actually, as part of my boho videos, collection, things like that, I think what I'm going to do is also show you how to make some authentic boho beads, paper beads, that I used to make and quite happily wear. as a young person. You can use them now for charms. You can actually make necklaces and bracelets and all that out of them, and you can weatherproof them as well. So yeah, not a child, as a young person, when I used to be into all this, and am again in my second childhood. No, I just think it's lovely. I think that I did sort of research it and see if it, you know, older people like myself can feasibly wear this sort of boho style, or whether it is a young person style. And yeah, there's quite a few. I mean, there's a few freaky pictures out there, but there's a few sort of nice things that I think older people like myself can wear. So I might look into getting some pieces, because I really loved it, and I just think it's a very attractive and very comfortable style. I'm just debating whether to cut that last bead off of there. I think I will, just to, it's either going to be under or over, and I think it looks better as under. Yeah, cut that one off. So yeah, that's your third style, and as you can see, much easier and much quicker. It just involves, excuse me, it involves you doing die cuts. There's the very shabby chic one, the smaller one that I did yesterday. Here is the also shabby one that I did yesterday, or I showed you yesterday, but I talked you through how to do it. And that's my little collection of these three. The other one that you could do, which I might do at a later point actually, is a gothic one, because this looks brilliant as steampunk stroke gothic. Looks really nice. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed the last part of this video, and that you would feel able to give me a thumbs up for the video and leave a comment. And if there's anything you want to know, then just leave it in the comments and I'll answer you. Thank you so much for spending this time. It's really appreciated, because I'm trying to get this channel, and I'm trying to get my embellishments and my sales of embellishments. If you don't want to fiddle about doing them yourself, but you would like to have them, I'm trying to get this sort of started as a, you know, a little just a little venture for myself, and I hope you will support me and share anything that you can. All right, thank you very much. Take care. Bye.